Let's get started. Part 3 is multiple threading operation G76 cycle. Part 1 is multiple turning cycle and Part 2 is multiple grooving cycle G75. Let's enter the part program for threading cycle. M06 is tool change command. 05 is threading tool is mounted on turret 5th position. M03 is spindle on clockwise direction. S is spindle speed 1500 revolutions per minute. Note, we are going to machine right-hand threading in the given workpiece. Now move the threading tool closer to the workpiece X diameter 15.5 mm and Z 5 mm at rapid traverse G00. The G76 command and contain information that tells the machine controls the details of the thread that we wish to cut. In the first line of G76 can cycle, the P word gives us 3 commands in one. Each value is a 2-digit number. The first defines the number of spring passes that the machine will take once the thread is cut to depth. This helps with surface finish and repeatability to help our threads remain in tolerance over many parts. The second value defines the angle of runout chamfer at the end of the thread, while the third is the angle of the teeth of the thread, 60 degrees for a metric thread or 55 degrees for a BSF thread. The Q word defines our minimum cut. This is so the machine does not start taking 0. R is the amount of material we leave on before the finishing pass are performed. X and Z is the core diameter of the thread and the endpoint of the thread from the datum respectively. The P word on the second line is the depth of thread in microns, and the Q defines the depth of the first cut. Finally, we tell the control the pitch of the thread using the F value. With the G76 active, the machine knows that we are using feed per revolution and not feed per minute. Let's enter can cycle parameters for G76 cycle. The first 2 digits 02 is number of spring passes after finishing pass. The second 2 digits 15 degrees angle of chamfer at the end of thread. The third 2 digits 60 degrees angle of thread, since we are going to machine metric thread. The thread angle is 60 degrees. The Q word defines minimum depth of cut as 50 microns. R is the amount of material we leave on before the finishing pass as 0.1 mm. X is the X core diameter 13.774 mm. Z is the length of the minus thread 25 mm. Let's see how to calculate the minor or core diameter of thread. We are going to machine M15, metric thread with pitch is 1 mm. To calculate minor diameter, first calculate height of thread or total depth of thread. Please find the calculation. To calculate minor diameter, please find the calculation. The P word on the second line is the depth of thread in 613 microns, and the Q defines the depth of the first cut as 100 microns. Finally, we tell the control the pitch of the thread using the F value as 1 mm. M05 stops the spindle. G28 reference the turret to home position. M30 stops the program execution and rewind the execution line to beginning of the program. Let's save the program. Simulate the part program to verify the toolpaths of stock removal cycle G71, grooving cycle G75 and threading cycle G75. Now we have completed the exercise 3 of CNC turning cycle. You can use this program to machine the component in the CNC machine.